Oops. Okay. Where's the roach gone? Go on, roach. Can't seem to summon roach. Actually, there's a chest over here. Let's have a look. What's a wraith? Okay, anyway. Magic trap. Nice. Look at that. Okay. There he is.
Go, go.
Got a few quests in here too. Maybe I'll explore that whilst we're here. But first things first. Oh, great.
Ye ain't welcome here, witch. Dim wit. Can see from afar.
Always did know how to win friends.
I was provoked.
Saw it happen. Wanted to talk to me about something?
Amos Far Ipsis, a specialist on djinns. Heard of him? I found a tome he'd penned in the Emperor's library. Far Ipsis set off for Skellige one day and was never heard from again. I asked some of the local folk. Some here still remember him.
They know what happened to him?
The locals say they last saw his ship off the coast of Hindisfjall. Then a once-in-an-eon storm broke.
So he's probably fish food by now.
Not necessarily. I must learn what became of him.
Do you know him?
No. It's not the mage who interests me. It's his djinn.
Sorry about that. Okay. Why do you want a djinn for?
Why are you even interested? Djinns are dangerous sometimes, and malicious all the time.
I remember. But the advantages outweigh the risks. If I can tame a djinn, I shall gain incredible power. And that could be useful to us one of these days.
So what do you want with me for
All right.
me?
So what exactly do you expect me to do?
Find
You
him.
must help me find this djinn. I've no gold to offer in reward, but I shall be ever so grateful.
How grateful.
Since you put it that way, fine. I'll help you.
Thank you. A boat awaits in the harbor. Come.
Is the unicorn going to be on board?
See, you've managed to prepare everything already.
I have.
How could you possibly know I'd agree?
I didn't. Decided to risk it.
Just a sec. There we go.
Yeah, you're a watcher. I seeing right.
Greetings. Saw your notice.
Huh, And they said, where you hang on that, ain't no one else gonna hunt that beast. But I showed 'em.
What kind of beast are we talking about?
Any idea what kind of beast this is?
Oh, you hear all sorts of things. The wenches clean the nets, blather about koshches and manticores. But I reckon that's hogwash. We'd seek the counsel of Freya's priestesses, we would. But how can we when we can't get to the shrine?
And nobody's gotten a glimpse of the beast? From a distance even?
Oh, they have. Right close. Closer than boot and strap. Soon after, their blood spattered the underbrush. Near from the start, no ordinary man could handle the beast. But Sverre insisted. Mustered a crew and... only 4 came back. The rest massacred east of the village. So, will you help?
Okay.
I'll tend to the monster.
Not your first, that's clear enough. Not like our lads. Heads full of fire, but not a morsel of thought between them.
The 4 survivors. Where'll I find them?
Aim to talk to Sverre. Maybe 'tain't a bad idea. They're sitting over there by that hut.
Alright, let's carry on.
Can I have a word?
I serve the goddess and her flock. What can I help you with?
It's a race.
Nothing
Not
at
interested.
the moment. Farewell.
Not interested in races. Let's go.
Lead the way.
Just once, you might try to take the initiative.
Would you even let me?
It would depend on the situation.
Yeah, hey.
Wonder if it's as strong as it looks.
You're pale. You drink last night too?
The ship carrying the djin sank somewhere in this area.
Not too precise as leads go.
I'll cast a spell on our boat. We'll know if there are any wrecks on the seafloor below us.
All right, let's get to work.
Mind if I take the helm?
I got a choice.
No.
Okay. Oh, do I actually have to...
Geralt, how long must I wait? Are you ready to sail?
Yeah. What do I do? Oh, okay. And I can't see a thing.
Not sure this djinn thing's a good idea.
We managed to seize one before. Do you remember?
Of course. Dandelion almost lost his voice that time.
How lucky your exorcism saved it. It was poetic.
Yeah, how was I supposed to know that incantation meant begone and plow yourself?
You should have studied foreign languages.
Gonna keep bringing that up for the rest of my life.
Of course. Your last wish effectively assured it.
My wish was about us being together always, not about you mocking my every mistake.
Careful what you wish for. And when your wish is granted, you must accept it with all attendant circumstances.
Yeah.
And as for your missteps, I don't rightly see why I shouldn't laugh for all reason. There's
Fair
something
enough.
here, on the bottom. It's too deep here. You can't dive that long.
You underestimate me.
On the contrary. After all, I asked you for help. I'll cast a spell. It will slow your heart for a time. You can stay submerged longer. Esad I cried a Rithorn. Ready. Careful down there.
Okay.
How's your bath? Water warm enough for you?
Down we go.
See for yourself.
Down.
Seawater wreaks havoc on my complexion. Just find the wreck.
I'm trying to. But I won't go down. Down! Come on. I'm pushing X. Come on. Okay. You won't go down. Go down! This is broken. Right. Look, seriously, I'm pushing X! It's not working! Right, let's try this again. Right. Okay. It won't let me dive. Seriously, it's not letting me dive at all. I can't go underneath the water. It won't let me go under the water. Oh man. Well, I'm boned. Okay, let's load the checkpoint.
His long search for Ciri led Geralt to conclude that Uma, the ugliest man alive and the victim of a curse, was the key to finding the young woman.
There's something here, on the bottom. It's too deep here. You can't dive that long.
You underestimate me.
On the contrary. After all, I asked you for help. I'll cast a spell. It will slow your heart for a time. You can stay submerged longer.
Assad I cried a Rithorn.
Ready. Careful down there.
Okay. There we go.
How's it going?
And you know I hate it when you read my mind.
Strictly speaking, I'm not reading your mind, but using telepathy. Besides, you've nothing to hide, right?
Wouldn't admit it if I did. Not the point.
See anything interesting?
A shipwreck in the cavern. I'll look inside. Snapped masts, busted planks, and a whole swarm of drowners. Probably drawn by the corpses of drowned crew that made their nest here. There's also a clan Drummond figurehead.
Not the right ship. Come back up.
Okay. Ow! Oh, get off me, you drowner! Oh, son of a bitch. Well, at least that fixed the issue. But I died.
There's something here, on the bottom. It's too deep here. You can't dive that long.
You underestimate me.
On the contrary. After all, I asked you for help. I'll cast a spell. It will slow your heart for a time. You can stay submerged longer.
Assad I cried a Rithorn.
Ready. Careful down there.
Oop.
How's it going?
Yeah, and you know I hate it when you read my mind.
Strictly speaking, I'm not reading your mind, but using telepathy. Besides, you've nothing to hide, right?
Wouldn't admit it if I did. Not not the point.
See anything interesting?
A shipwreck and a cavern, snapped masts, busted planks, and a whole swarm of drowners. Probably drawn by the corpses of drowned crew. Then made their nest here. There's also a clan druid figurehead.
Not the right ship. Come back up.
Okay, let's get out of here. Nope, up.
Where to now?
Wherever the leads take us.
Sailing, sailing.
Say we find the djin. What'll you do? Ask for a beautiful house, and a palace, and a queen's crown?
Are we still talking about the djin? Have we moved on to a talking fish?
Doesn't much matter. Both make wishes come true. What would yours be?
You'll learn in due course.
I give credit to the water effect, it looks fucking brilliant. Trying to convenience a good
Something's
word.
Here. Another wreck.
Let's see if our djin's down there.
Okay.
Found a wreck. It's been here a while. Wood's rotted.
Look around, but be careful. Look for something that might indicate it's the mage's ship.
Something over there. Look,
Got
over here.
something. A Skelliger's buckler. Clan Hamai symbols.
Donar's clan.
Donor was a babe in swaddling clothes when this buckler landed here.
Okay, so we still need to look, huh?
Arrows stuck in the side. The kind pharaoh folk use. Yen. Doubt any of these boats were the mages. These are old sunken longships.
Come back then. We must search elsewhere.
Ooh.
You're getting better at this.
Go even quicker if you helped me down there.
I prefer to observe matters from up here, most definitely.
Yeah, like when we were looking for the golden dragon and an avalanche swept us off the trail. Me clinging
Simon's
to the
following
remains
us.
of a bridge for dear life. You gripping my waist, admiring the view. Remember? Chasm below us was breathtaking. Rustling trees, a lazily flowing stream.
I remember, though I found myself admiring what I had right in front of me. Something strange about those rocks.
And there's something on the bottom. I'll see what it is.
See something?
Something doesn't do it justice. A huge crater, as if a meteorite landed here.
I must see it.
Diving in after all?
No, I shall cast another spell to see through your eyes. Now relax. I su foltje beden ein echte illivaid. That is no meteorite crater.
What is it then?
The effect of teleportation. A powerful
Yeah,
force
that
cut
makes
out a
sense.
fragment of the seabed, rocks and everything lying within the teleportation zone.
Always claimed portals were dangerous.
I believe we're on the right track. Look for any... I su foltje bedem ein echte illivaid.
Something cut this basket exactly in half. Something cut silver, pearl-encrusted cutlery. Ship belonged to someone awfully wealthy.
Amos was no pauper. It could very well be his ship.
Let's get out of here.
Only found half. Can you do anything with this?
I can use it to locate the other half, to within a dozen yards.
And once we find that, we should find the djinn.
Exactly. Ready? I'll take us there on the count of 3.
Oh, no, not another portal.
Stop whining. 1, 2...
Shazam.
3.
Said you were gonna go on 3.
I did. Look, we must search the area.
Yen, not so fast. Gotta tell me what this is about first. Why do you want this djinn?
But you already know. A djinn's power is priceless to a mage.
And why do you want this power?
That I know, but I also want to know how you plan to use it. Wouldn't go to these lengths if it wasn't something important.
You're right. It's important. Even very important. How long has this been going on, Geralt? This thing between us? 15, 20 years? We repeatedly split up, then returned to one another. Something draws us to each other, but I can never be certain if it's a true feeling or merely a bit of mischief by a djinn.
So that's it. This is about my last wish?
You asked that djinn to bind us together forever. I want to ask this one to take that wish back.
Why?
Why would you want to do that?
To see what it's like without it. To see if we'll still matter to one another. Or if we'll be like two strangers.
Okay.
Wondered that myself many times.
You see? We're just a step away from learning the truth. Come, let's search the ship.
Wow. If it's got Abstergo written on it, then we know what happened to the ship.
Seems Amos was quite the eccentric, asking the djinn to lift half his ship to a mountaintop.
He didn't necessarily. Djinns are inherently mischievous. This one might have granted his wish and perverted it in doing so.
In that case, I'd appreciate it if you didn't wish I'd disappear from your life. Nothing interesting.
Pair of scissors.
Nothing interesting here.
Hey, look, don't blame me, dude. You highlighted it in red. Blood. Not good.
Interesting. Mystery of mysteries. Agnes of Glanville.
Boots.
Nice shoes.
Looks like the impact with the mountain was so powerful it popped the wearer right out of them. Mage must have slept here.
Means.
Blood. Someone was dragged across the deck. War left this mark when the ship suddenly tipped to one side.
Nothing interesting.
Someone was dragged across the deck. War left this mark when the
Nothing
ship
interesting
suddenly
here.
tipped to one side.
Mm-hmm.
Yen, think you should see this.
What do you have? It's Amos. Looks exactly like the etching in the book. Except his head was intact there.
Aha! Okay.
If he died while being teleported, Seal might still be on him. Behold.
Bravo! Come to the deck. I've an idea.
Okay.
Step back a bit.
What are you going to do?
Push you off.
Summon and tame the djin. It's not likely to be happy. Stand at the ready.
Came Jin, Rif Kaishta en Gaia, Kaishta et Disglair, Gevired mig Hassel.
Take it you have a plan.
You must weaken him while I draw him into the sphere.
Care to trade
Hang on.
places?
Ah! Ouch.
Just a bit more. I can feel his strength waning.
Yeah, I'm raising mine too, love. Ah! Fighting a cloud! Jesus!
Got you! Your master died before uttering his last wish. I cannot capture you. We can struggle like this for eternity, or I can release you. If you do one thing for me. Do you see the spell that binds us? Only a djinn can remove another djinn's spell. Remove this one and you'll be free. You are free!
Okay.
Storm's over.
Yes. It's all over.
Maybe we should sit. You look a bit dazed.
I'm not, but we can sit.
Bit better now?
Feel any better?
I told you, I'm fine.
Don't need to play tough for me. That was a hard fight. Maybe not as hard as the last time we tamed a djinn, but still.
No comparison, I'm afraid. Half of Rind suffered then. Now I'm merely a bit tired. Thank you for coming, Geralt. I'd have had a much harder time of it on my own.
Well, never could say no to you.
Perhaps that will change now.
Feel anything? That anything's different?
I expected... I don't know what I expected, actually. A bit of vertigo, perhaps. I thought you'd become a stranger to me. That I'd look at you and not feel a thing. But it's not like that at all. Nothing's changed.
I still love you too.
Jinn might have cheated us after all.
Why?
Because I don't feel that anything's changed either. I love you, Yen.
Aww.
And I love you.
Ow, what was that?
It can't be all sweetness and light.
Strange. Done that so many times. But it felt like our first kiss to me.
It was, in a way. Besides, once you say I love you, a kiss has to taste differently.
Ooh, let's not end on a kiss.
Maybe we ought to test a few other things. Amos's cabin looked cozy.
Not so fast, Geralt. We'll have plenty of time to visit cozy cabins later. But I doubt the world will end if we sit here a while.
Dang it.
My, it's lovely.
Think the spirits of Skellige favor us.
Borealis, that was it. The ship's name is Borealis. We've got Newt coming to me eventually.
Next time we go on horseback.
A horse would never make it down that mountain.
What now?
Well, I'm due to appear in Vizima. We must report to the Emperor after all.
Ciri's our concern, and only ours.
At heart, perhaps. But it's not what we agreed with Emir. We must see him.
So be it.
If we gotta, we gotta.
We wouldn't have known Ciri had returned if not for the Emperor and his agents. It's the least we can do.
Let's stop before we go.
Yen, what happened back there?
It was very nice. Let's not ruin it by hashing out the details.
I'm going to see the Baron. Collect Uma from him, then we'll ride for Kaer Morhen.
The Baron's
I
dead.
shall join you as quickly as I can.
Remember, he hung himself.
See you, Yen. Take care of yourself.
And that was it. Okay.